Hello everyone, welcome back to the Seasonal Storm. My name is Jess and I'm currently sitting in the midst of an absolutely massive mess. I have pulled out almost all of my fall decor. There's a few items that are somehow missing. So we are gonna move on because clearly I have more than enough to get started with, and let's get into it. This is the first video of a multiple part series detailing my fall home decorate with me. But if you're already ready to see some finished decorate with me's, check out my store decorate with me where we redid Circle S. Those videos will be available in the link below. Now, moving on from my home decorate with me, we are first getting started by getting all of our boxes out of storage, and I'm organizing my signs into two categories pretty much, kind of. Halloween and then things that I think I'm going to use, some of which are Thanksgiving items, so we will weed those out as well. Most of this video is going to detail my signage and my little tchotchkes and other decor that I'll be using. So, oh my gosh, this looks crazy overwhelming, and let me tell y'all, it is. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take everything for Thanksgiving or Halloween and I'm going to set it on the other side of the room so I can pack it away, and I'm only going to leave out the things I think I'm actually going to use to decorate. So we're going to get started with that. Now, as you can see, I have a few of the Halloween signs over here. And then I have a few little Thanksgiving things here and there. So let me grab all those and get them out of the way to help clear our space. Okay, so we brought in fall. As you saw, it was chaotic. We've separated out Halloween and Thanksgiving for the most part. And we are now moving on to going through what I have and what I'm going to be using to get started decorating for fall. So we're starting with the pumpkins. I have a huge Dollar Tree pumpkin collection. All of my felt, velvet, and fabric pumpkins I have shown in previous videos, but you can see I have a pretty wide range of colors going on here. Now, most of my more natural toned pumpkins I'll be using in our main living space, and then our kind of unusual, like this dark green, and then probably the silvery kind of beigey pumpkins, those will probably get used in my bedroom. So these are our medium-sized pumpkins that I will be using. Now, next up, before I get into all my little pumpkins, I'll go through my large pumpkin collection. First up, you can see these have been chipped a little bit, but these are two of the Dollar Tree foam craft pumpkins I painted last year. One I did the kind of trendy mustardy color with some different polka dots on it, and the other I just did this really fun rust color. I'm probably going to repaint these this year, and that's the best part about these types of pumpkins. You can remake them as many times as you want. So if you see these, I also might make them into a topiary. We'll kind of see what happens. And then the other of my large sized pumpkins, as I drop everything, I have this chicken wire one that I've had for years from the Target dollar spot. It has definitely seen some wear and tear. It's not perfectly pumpkin shaped anymore, but I love this one. It's definitely unique. And then the last is this one that I got at the thrift store, and it has this like corn husk on the outside, some big leaves, and this curly back stem just like the rest of them. So that is it for my big pumpkins. Now for my little pumpkins, I have all of these. I have a whole basket full, and most of these you can still get right now at your Dollar Tree. 100% of these are from the Dollar Tree. None of these came from anywhere but the Dollar Tree. And I have some glittery ones in this small size, and then I have the faux wood ones that were super popular. I always find these in the photo frame aisle for some reason. So we've got those. Now these ones I've had for years, but they're the metallic-y pumpkins, and I'm going to repaint these guys, but you get the idea. So we've got those two as well. And then I have all of these, well, I guess before we get to that one, I'm going to be using this one for fall. Now if you flip it over to the other side, it's this Rainbow Bright style jack-o'-lantern, but for my fall display, I'm going to use this glitter side out. So and I have a black counterpart for that for Halloween, but again, we'll deal with that when we get there. I've got a few packs of the corns, so we'll be using those. I have the initial, like the monogram style faux wood pumpkins, and you could use these either wood side out or monogram out. Either way, it's just to your preference. I also have them in the orange, again with the monogram. And then I have these ones that look like the blown glass almost, with all the different marbling and detail. I have that entire collection. So I have the orange, the brown, the green, And then I've already used my white and my blue of these for my bathroom decor this season, but I have all these kind of fun, artsy, very angular pumpkins, so we'll be using all of these as well. Now, my main living space's theme is it's pumpkin patch. So I try to pack as many pumpkins as possible in, and to do that, I use kind of a unique trick, which I will show you now. Okay, so I knew that the general theme of my living room I wanted to be pumpkin patch. So to create my pumpkin patches, first I took this super cute sign and I put it in the center, and then to create balance, I took these two grapevine wreaths that I've put ivy leaves onto, and I use these year round, just kind of generic decor, but I'm using these as my pumpkin patch. So I'm going to gather my pumpkins of different sizes, textures, types, colors, etc., and I'm going to create little groupings of 3 or 4 pumpkins per grapevine circle to make my pumpkin patches. Now, I definitely decorate over the top. We have a kid in our house. I like to make holidays full of whimsy and magic, and I know that this decoration style is definitely not for everyone, so if it's not for you, that's okay. Everyone can do things their own way and what suits their style the best, and this is something that she enjoyed. The next part of my decor that I hoard a lot of from the Dollar Tree are the signs. Now, I'm going to show you signs from previous years and this year, and these are just some examples of what I have. So this year I got these large ones. These came from Family Dollar actually, but they're owned by the same company. So I have the family. This will probably go in my bedroom up until I'll bring that one back out for Thanksgiving. The hot apple cider, we'll be seeing this one in the kitchen. And then I also have this pumpkin patch one, which in this video you've probably already seen, and that one will be going in the entertainment center. Next up, for our large boxed signs, I have all of these ones. So this one was new this year, the Farm Fresh Ball with the red truck. I've shown that one. This one with the pumpkin is the spice of life. You guys have probably seen this one already as well. But some of these signs from years past that we will be bringing back include these 4 big boxy signs. This one is just the thankful, grateful, and truly blessed with the sunflower detail. I'm not sure where I'm going to put that one yet. Next is pumpkin spice and everything nice. This one will be in the kitchen where it always is. And something I like to point out to people is I paint the back sides of my signs, so you'll be seeing these 2 versions for Halloween in a future video. Next up, we have this one with the Friends Gather Here. This one goes really nicely with my bedroom colors, so that is probably where this one will land. And I also have some painting on the back of that one. And then last from years previous is the other version of the thankful, grateful, and blessed with the pumpkin. And I did a Christmas sign painting on the back of this from previous years as well. So those are all of our main big signs. The next grouping of signs that I have for the season are these pumpkin signs. And well, not all of them are pumpkin, but they're mostly pumpkin. The first one is this Farm Fresh Apples. Now, they did make a new version of this one this year that looks a little different. I showed it in my last Dollar Tree video. I preferred this one, so I'm keeping this one. But I actually painted the back of this one to be a fun polka dot pumpkin for Halloween. So you'll be seeing the back of this one later in the season. I got the inspiration to do this from Olivia at Olivia's Romantic Home. She's one of my biggest idols here. I absolutely love all of her work, and she totally inspired this one. So I love that one. This will be in the kitchen. Next are a comparison between 2 signs. So the new version of the pumpkin chalkboard sign is this one that says Happy Harvest and Thankful. Now this one, I'm on the fence if I'm going to decorate with this one for this season or if I'm going to hold it over for Thanksgiving and do a repaint. I might do both. But the old version of this sign was this one, Farm Fresh Pumpkins. And this one has definitely seen a little battle damage, but I think that it really improves the rustic quality of it. And I have not painted obviously on the backside of either of these ones, so these will probably be new paints for Halloween this year, so stay tuned for that DIY video. Now, the next of my pumpkin signs is this one. They had this one a few years ago. I didn't see this last year, but I've seen some people who've shown it in Shop With Me's this year, and it's this faux chalkboard looking sign. Now, this is not chalkboard. This is just black paper. So I took a gold marker and I did a thankful for, and I just made my own message, which these signs are great for that. Make your own DIY. If you have a Cricut, great. I don't, so I just hand letter all of it. But again, I did a repaint on the back of this one as well for Halloween. And look how cute these two look together. They're very whimsical and super fun for Halloween. So I always tell people, you can always paint on the back. And the last one, they have this every single year, and it's the Thankful and Blessed Big Pumpkin. This is an exact dupe for something they do sell at Hobby Lobby, and we always paint on the back of our pumpkins. Last year we did a Jack Skellington, and he is a fan favorite around here. So this one will be coming out with all of our pumpkin patch themed decor in the next video after this one. Now, let me go grab my other two pumpkin signs. So another new sign that I just got this year is this Gather with Warm Hearts with these really soft pumpkins. I think this sign is absolutely beautiful. I really love the art and detailing, but it is, I think, the new version of this sign that they had in years previous, which is a Thanksgiving sign, which is why I had to go grab it from the other side of the room. Now on this one, I did a Halloween DIY using a calendar page and some Mod Podge. Excuse the wrinkles, I was still learning. And I think I might do another Halloween pumpkin on the back of this one. So if you guys have ideas for what I should do, let me know in the comments below. But this is the one we'll be starting out decorating with this year, and then we'll add this one later on in the season. The next group of signs are ones I did not see this year, but I love, and these ones will be in my kitchen this season, and they are these two super cute little scarecrows. This one with the welcome fall and all the blues really matches my kitchen decor, and this red and green happy harvest goes more so with my living room. So we'll see where these two end up landing, but I loved these guys and I could not think to leave them out. I did not see anything like them this year though. Next sign group that I have, most of these, I'm sorry, not most of these. Only two of these are new, and even though they make signs in this style for every single season, I've actually never bought them before. And so I think the only ones I bought like this previously were for St. Patrick's Day, but I love both of these so much. I love this one with its galvanized style detailing with the hay rides, apple picking, bonfires, raking leaves, corn maze, and pumpkin patch. This really fits with our agrarian way of life and fits the vibes of our community. Now this one that says Happy Harvest, Thankful, All Are Welcome, Gather Together, Fall Greetings and Blessings. I will be bringing this one back out for Thanksgiving, but it's probably going to be in my bedroom decor until then. But this one is probably going to be either in the kitchen or right next to our front door. I love these two, and maybe in future years I'll consider buying more of this style of sign.
This clip is from a different day of decorating, but people often ask me, when you paint both sides of a sign, how do you use it or how do you decorate with it? Most signs lay flat against a wall, but even signs like these, this is how I style these so that I can mix signs. I try to stay with the same theme and keep them collected together, but some people aren't a fan of using all the words all together. That's okay. It's just something that I personally like. Again, decorate the way that makes you happy.
Now the last three from this group are all from previous seasons. I have seen some people rehauling this Happy Harvest. This is a classic. I think this was the one that truly started the Dollar Tree fall sign craze, when everyone who shops at Hobby Lobby and Target realized that Dollar Tree had a lot of dupe items for signs that they sold. And this one has lasted me, this will be its third year, and it is still looking fantastic. But I also paint on the back of all my signs, so we'll be seeing the back of this one come Thanksgiving. Love this one. Not sure where it's going to go this year, but I always put it out. Now the last two, they are selling very similar but newer versions of these two this year, but I passed because I already had some, and they are these two with the wood background and the faux galvanized raised detailing. This one with the pumpkin says Harvest Blessings, and this one with the sunflower says Give Thanks. I absolutely adore both of these. This one, however, I will probably only leave out for the beginning of fall if I decorate with it at all. I'm not sure where this will fit this year, but this one tends to stay out from now all the way. Well, normally it would just be through Halloween, but this one will stay out through Thanksgiving this year. I'm really excited to keep this one out because I love it so much. And the last of this hanging style of signs are the mason jars. Now, I showed this one in my most recent Dollar Tree haul. This is one of the new mason jars for this year with the burlap detailing on the top. I left the old version of the red, or the new version of the red truck behind because it didn't really match my style, but these are the two that I have from previous years. The previous year's red truck is very vintage feeling, very traditional, that says Hello Fall, and then the previous year's other one was this Grateful and Blessed with the pumpkin in the wheelbarrow. I love both of these. I think that these three together, if I can hold them all at once, honestly look really beautiful as a set. I'm really excited to decorate with these three, and I plan to paint on the back of this one just like I painted on the back of these two for previous Halloween last year. I think I will make a third potion bottle and put them all in my kitchen this year for Halloween, so stay tuned for that DIY and paint with me in a future video. Now, I've said before, I love shelf sitter signs, and these three I just showed in a previous video. These are the ones I'll be decorating with in my next video. I absolutely love this year's shelf sitters. I love all their fun patterns on the sign, on the sides. The top says pumpkin spice and everything nice. The second says harvest wishes, and the last says I love fall most of all. There's a fourth that says hello October, but I will not be bringing that one out until October. So I'm not going to be decorating with it until I decorate for Halloween. But my other four signs are the two sets from last year's series, which is the first year I started collecting these ones. The white backgrounds say Hello Autumn and Harvest Blessings. Both of these I will also be using again for Thanksgiving decor. And then these two that say Welcome Fall and Be Grateful. These might come back for Thanksgiving, we'll have to see. But you can see the sides. We have some plaids, a faux wood, and this kind of wheat style print. And these 7 together, let me see if I can hold them all at once. These 7 together still fit really cohesively and honestly would go with any decor style. I'm excited to use them all together this year, and we'll see all the little nooks and spaces I can fit them in. Let's see if I can do it in my 600 square foot house. And if you thought for a second we were done with pumpkins, you were wrong. We are never done with pumpkins. You can never have enough. So first up, our last year's full collection of these kind of like an oblong octagon style sign. The orange said Thankful, Grateful, and Blessed. Of course, everyone's favorite fall saying. The black said Gather with Grateful Hearts. They did not bring out a black sign this year. So this, I think, was a color that they killed off. They have the Eat, Drink, and Give Thanks in this mint turquoise. Everyone went crazy for this one last year, and I saw this one with the same pattern on the front again this year. And then the cream says Pumpkin Kisses and Harvest Wishes with some corn detail on the bottom. Now, I know some people absolutely hate the glitter. I personally don't mind it, and I preserve my glitter with just a touch of hairspray. Every single sign you've seen has been preserved with hairspray, and they've all withstood being stored for the year. Now, just like I do with all my other signs, these guys all are painted on the back for Halloween. So we have a traditional little jack-o'-lantern, and then we have kind of a black cat style jack-o'-lantern face. We also have this one, which was designed by my bonus baby. And then we have this one that says Hocus Pocus. Now, these two colors live in my bathroom, so we will not be seeing these for the next Decorate With Me video. These will be going back to their normal place. But these two I will be using in my upcoming video. The last 3 of my shelf sitting signs. Now, normally I actually have more signs. I'm not sure where some of my traditional just box square signs went. I couldn't find them, so I'm just not going to use them. But these two you can find this year at Family Dollar and Dollar Tree. Again, they've had these out for years. I know a lot of people craft with these as well. This is the white one that says Welcome Friends, and the orange says Hello Fall. And on the back, I have 2 little happy jack-o'-lanterns. So we'll be seeing those flipped around for Halloween as well. Most of my decor is dual purpose. You'll learn that. And then the last sign, this did not come from Dollar Tree. This came from the 99-cent store last year, but they have this exact one, and it's blue counterpart again this year. I did not get the blue last year. I'm probably not going to get it this year, but this red barn with a little pumpkin that says Welcome Harvest is so fitting for where we live in our lifestyle. I absolutely love it. But on the back side, I actually made it into a nativity. So this one you will be seeing out from now all the way through Christmas. We will be seeing this one again in a future video.
So while I'll have tutorials for how I create all these little vignettes, this is another example of how I incorporate the shelf sitter style signs in with florals or other items.
That's it, other than florals. That is everything I'm using to decorate for fall this year. I have a few DIY items that I didn't show, but you'll be seeing those in future videos as well. If you're interested in seeing me decorate for fall, stay tuned for my next upload. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for stopping by.
If you're interested in how I decorate my home for this season, I'm going to have some mini videos for the smaller sections of my home and an all-in-one video for everything.